God bless everyone and welcome back to my channel. I just felt to make this video. Um, it's on some product information that I found for the AstraZeneca vaccination. I know that my channel's taken a little bit of a deviation recently. I've been posting more content about what our politicians have been saying regarding the future of the vaccinated society, and I will be returning to the previous content that I was making. I just really felt that I needed to share some of the stuff that I was seeing because I find it quite concerning. And I was talking to somebody this evening um, who was going on about how the vaccinations are safe and how they've put in so much work, and you can't judge the timeline that it's taken to produce this vaccination. You can't compare that to older vaccinations because we know so much more now than what we did previously. And that the vaccinations are safe and they've been tested, and we need to all get out there and get our shots. And I just wanted to take a look at the product information statement for at least the AstraZeneca or the VAXZEVRIA shot. And maybe I thought that we could go through this document and have a look at some of the data and some of the missing data and maybe judge for ourselves whether this shot is in fact safe. So I went to the TGA. This is in Australia. So I've gone to the Therapeutic Goods and Administration.gov.au site, and a little bit of navigation will get you through to here. You can just Google AstraZeneca PI, which is product information, and it'll take you to this website, and you click there and a couple more prompts and you get through to the PDF. So this is the product information statement or document that comes with the AstraZeneca vaccination. First page is an awful lot of what we say in Australia is gobbledygook, which means nothing to me. But we'll have a look at a couple of these headings as we go through this document. Dose and method of administration, special patient populations, says no dosage adjustment is required in the elderly. Pediatric use, the safety and efficacy or efficacy of VAXZEVRIA in children and adolescents aged up to 18 years old have not yet been established. No data are available. So this is a vaccination that they are encouraging kids to get. Keep coming down, keep coming down. Limited information available in relation to the storage of the vaccine in syringes. Contraindications, hypersensitivity to the active substance or to any of the excipients listed in section 6.1. List of excipients: patients who have experienced major venous and or arterial thrombosis in combination with thrombocytopenia following vaccination with any COVID-19 vaccine. Special warnings: may not protect all vaccine recipients. Well, there's a cop-out. Vaccination does not mitigate the need to follow other official recommendations to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Which is interesting because we're all being told that once we get the vaccination we'll be free, but that's not the case in Australia. We're being told that once we get the vaccination we'll be allowed to have picnics with 5 people and we'll still all have to wear masks. Come down, talks about thrombosis, risk of bleeding, capillary leak syndrome, neurological events. Says very rare events of demyelinating disorders such as Guillain-Barré syndrome have been reported following vaccination. Here we go. Immunocompromised individuals. The immunogenicity, efficacy and safety of VAXZEVRIA has not been assessed in immunocompromised individuals, including those receiving immunosuppressive therapy. The immunogenicity of vaccines may be lower in immunosuppressed patients. Okay, so it's not being tested on those with compromised immunity. Duration of protection. The duration of protection has not yet been established. Studies are ongoing. Right, okay. Interchangeability. There are no safety, immunogenicity, or efficacy data to support interchangeability of VAXZEVRIA with other COVID-19 vaccines. So everybody who's gone and got an AZ shot and then gone and got a Pfizer or a Moderna, according to the trial data, they haven't tested whether that's okay. Use in the elderly. There are currently limited data available for the efficacy and safety in individuals over 65 years of age. Further information will be collected from ongoing clinical studies and post-market monitoring. The decision to immunise an elderly patient should be decided on a case-by-case basis, with consideration of age, comorbidities, their environment, potential benefits and potential risks. So they don't have trial data on the efficacy for our elderly. Use in individuals with significant comorbidities. There are currently limited data available for the efficacy and safety in individuals with significant comorbidities. The decision to immunise an individual should be made on the basis of potential benefits over risk to that individual. So, again, they don't have data available for the efficacy of this vaccination in others, in individuals with comorbidities. Comorbidities being other illnesses, say breast cancer or diabetes or any other illness or medical issue that they're suffering with. Pediatric use. The safety and efficacy of VAXZEVRIA in children and adolescents has not yet been established. No data is available. So they do not have trial data to support whether this vaccination is safe to use in children. So come down a little bit more. The safety, interactions with other medicines and other forms of interactions. The safety, immunogenicity and efficacy of co-administration of VAXZEVRIA with other vaccines has not been evaluated. So there's no trial data on whether it contraindicates with other medications. Fertility, pregnancy and lactation. Effects on fertility. It is unknown whether VAXZEVRIA may impact fertility. No data is available. Use in pregnancy. There is limited amount of data from the use of VAXZEVRIA in pregnant women or women who became pregnant after receiving the vaccine. The data are insufficient to inform on vaccine-associated risk. Animal reproductive toxicity studies have not yet been completed. So there's no data or limited data to suggest that it's safe to take with whilst being pregnant or even trying to fall pregnant. There are no use in lactation. There are no or limited data from the use of VAXZEVRIA in lactating women. A risk to breastfed newborn and infants cannot be excluded. VAXZEVRIA has no or negligible influence on the ability to drive and use machines. And there's a subheading here for adverse effects, undesirable effects. But this whole page here and here clearly indicates that they haven't done comprehensive trials. The trial data is not in. So I want to know, how can the likes of Dr. Kerry Chant and Brad Hazard and Gladys Berejiklian stand in front of the media, in front of the nation every single day, day in, day out, and Dan Andrews and all of the other premiers in all of the other states, and say that this vaccination is safe and effective? The product's own information statement tells you that they haven't discovered, they haven't got limits on how safe and effective it is. There are massive big holes in their data. There are entire age groups, entire subsections of society here that they haven't figured out how it affects them. How can they say that this is safe? It is appalling. This is just it is so appalling, and my heart breaks. So I guess my advice to anybody that's watching this and wanting to have these conversations with friends and family would be to go and find this document. I will put a link to this in this video. Find this document, and when somebody says to you it's perfectly safe, you can say, well, according to the product information statement on the Therapeutic Goods Administration website, it is not safe. They haven't figured out all of the kinks yet. They haven't figured out who it affects and how it affects and what it does. It's been out for under a year. How can they have done long-term trials? There are no long-term trials. We are the long-term trials. So anyway, look, I just felt to put this out. I'll put a link to the file in the description. Share the video. You know, keep looking up, guys. Just stay in the Lord. Bring everything before Him to prayer. Keep looking up and putting all your concerns and your fears before the Lord. God bless, and I'll see you on the next video.